Well, hey there, everybody. Hope your guys' evening is going well. I am just starting my my night work runs. I mean, I've been on some work runs already, but now I'm going to actually pick up my stuff from tonight. I've only got 2 stops to do. Well, 3 if you count dropping back off the office. But I wanted to, because it's going to be a little bit before I get to where I'm needing to go, so I figured I would do this. Now, I thought it was interesting because I saw on hello bunny. I love sometimes when you get the rabbits that run across that love to try to bolt across the road, and you try to make sure you don't hit them as they go, and they stop and try to like, oh crap, where am I going? as a car is coming. But rabbit made it across, so no harm, no foul there on rabbits. I don't want to be running over any rabbits. But I saw this coming back from doing my earlier work runs, and I thought that's kind of interesting. And I went and I commented on it on Facebook, and I just thought I would, do a little video talking about it. So, the Yeti Cooler Company has teamed up with Fanatics to make individual team coolers, like the drink coolers and stuff like that. And I thought it was interesting because they made such a federal case and had such a huge problem about Utah wanting to name their team the Yeti. Which, by the way, the Yeti would not have had anything to do with the cooler company. It would have been like the Abominable Snowman, that's what a Yeti is when when you talk about, like, over in Tibet and that, they talk about, the Abominable Snowman or Bigfoot, they call it a Yeti. And it was the overwhelming fan favorite. That is what the fans in Utah wanted the team to be named. They wanted them to be named the Yeti. It sounded good. I thought, hey, that's a home run. And especially seeing what the concept potentially would have looked like, it would have looked pretty darn good, I thought. But the Yeti Cooler Company did not want to work with them. Which again was kind of threw me off. Like what? You wouldn't want to be a sponsor of the team? It's not like the Utah would have borrowed the same font as the Yeti Cooler Company. It threw me off initially too when the patent and trademark thing came back and said, well, people might be confused. And I'm like, do you not have much common sense? How are people going to confuse a can cooler company with the Abominable Snowman or Bigfoot or whatever you want to call them? How the hell are you going to mix those two up? It didn't make a whole lot of sense. And they did. The Utah tried. I mean, the Smith Entertainment Group, they tried to get something worked out so they could use the name. But the Yeti Cooler Company just, no, we don't want to have anything to do with you. But yet, I go and I see today, Yeti plus Fanatics. So they're making a whole bunch of Yeti can coolers, or drink coolers, with the different team logos on them. And I'm like, so You have no problem working with the NHL, but you didn't want to have this new team have a name, to have the same name. Even though it would have been two completely different things. Two completely different things. Yeti coolers and the Abominable Snowman. Or, a big giant, white furry Bigfoot. You can't tell the difference. I found that interesting. Now, I haven't gone and looked through them yet to see exactly what teams there are. It will be very interesting to see. Do they have anything with the Utah Mammoth on it? Because they did not want to work with Utah. They did not want to work with Utah, so Utah could be named the Yeti, which was what the fans wanted. The fans in Utah wanted them to be called the Yeti. Mammoth was the second choice. Now, granted, the Utah Mammoth, it sounds great. The logo looks fantastic. The jersey, the home jersey at least, is going to look great. But the fans wanted Yeti. That's what they wanted. That was the overwhelming favorite in the fan vote. And Utah tried. They tried to be able to work with them so they could use the Yeti name. And it would not have been in the same font or anything. It wouldn't have had anything to do with the cooler company. It was just the name. Yeti. But they didn't want to work with them. So they had to scrap the Utah Yeti name. And now they're working with Fanatics. To basically have all the other different team logos on these drink coolers. Now, by the way, Yeti drink coolers, they're fantastic. They are. They can hold, they will hold ice for 2 days, maybe even 3, depending on where you're at. They're a phenomenal cooler. They're a phenomenal cooler company. It will keep your drink cold for a long time. I just thought it was stupid. It didn't make any sense as to why they did not want to work with Utah. Because, people are going to recognize the Utah Yeti more than the Yeti can coolers? It would have been two completely different things. The only thing it would have shared was the name. It would have been two completely different things. Cooler company, Abominable Snowman. Two totally different things. Not even in the same realm. But they didn't want to work with Utah. But now they're working with Fanatics to make products for the NHL. Now, like I said, I have not looked to see if they have anything with the Utah Mammoth on it. I think that would be real interesting to see. Like I said, I haven't looked. If somebody wants to go and check that out, go right ahead and let me know in the comments if there is anything Yeti cooler based with the Utah Mammoth logo on it. Let me know in the comments if you do find something like that, because I think that would be very interesting. That they refused to work with Utah so the team could be named their first choice. But now they're working with the NHL. They're working with Fanatics and the NHL to make other team products of Yeti coolers with the other team logos on them. I just thought that was kind of interesting. And I don't know, in a way to me it seems kind of, I don't know, a little hypocritical maybe, that you wouldn't work with one team because they wanted to be that team name, Again, totally separate things. But yet, you'll work with all the other teams. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think it's kind of a? Do you think it's kind of hypocritical on their part to not want to work with one particular NHL team because they wanted to name their team the Yeti, but they have no problem putting all the other team logos on there? I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to find out, you know, what you guys think. And if you get the chance, check them out and see, do they have any of their drinkware with the Utah Mammoth on it? Again, you'll put the Mammoth on there, but you wouldn't want them to be named the Yeti. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hit that like button. Only takes a second. It's free. Definitely helps out the channel. Lets the algorithm know that people are interested. Also, to comment comment away in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel too. That would be fantastic as we're getting closer and closer to the training camp and the preseason, and before you know it, we're gonna be back into the NHL season. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I just thought it was kind of interesting seeing some of that, and yeah, also share the video, share this video, share whatever video. If there's any video from the channel that you think is definitely shareable, go ahead and share them all. Whatever video there is, go ahead and share them with your friends, family, whoever, and let everybody know about the channel. The door to Larry's House of Hockey is open for everybody, and yeah, so definitely a little interesting. I thought though, little interesting to see that Yeti Cooler Company willing to work with the NHL and Fanatics, but didn't want to work with the Utah Mammoth when they wanted to be the Utah Yeti. Let me know, though, your guys' opinions in the comment section. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit the little bell to be notified anytime future videos are uploaded, and yeah, let's find out whether or not they actually have anything Utah Mammoth related on their Yeti coolers. So again, I thank you. I hope you guys have a good evening. And again, like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. I will see you guys later.